It's germinating! It's not! It will! Good bud, bad bud. Let's see. Hey!
These are the odd characters from Odd Residents of Netslum. The forgotten AIs, the broken characters.
I'm going now. Don't look for me.
Jill? Skunk?
Cool equals pig run. Pig run like the boar.
I don't know if that's how you pronounce that name, but I'll go with it.
Do you think computers dream? Of course they do. There's no way AI don't dream.
And Tartarga himself.
This is good.
Now that may have been a little bit confusing, but that was the abandoned AIs, the broken characters, giving us their support in their own way. Now before the next time comes, we don't have much to do at the moment. There's some new messages on the board, though. More tag! More importantly than that, there was at one point a discussion on an equation for the future. A supposed equation that could predict the future. Now, for the most part, this wasn't all that an important discussion, but it gets more important later on. Supposedly, this equation for the future was used when the world was created. And it once again mentions that the world was based on the epitaph of Twilight. Now there's a news we'll see momentarily that says it's thought that Pluto again, the second network crisis, was caused by terrorists. We know the true cause, and that simply isn't true. Now this here is an actually somewhat important thread, mentioning the Crimson Knights that existed back during .hack's sign. They used to exist, but they were disbanded. Lady Subaru was actually the leader of the Crimson Knights, though she hasn't been around for a while. And one person invites her, if she's still around, to Omega Obedient Someone's Knights. See, there's the news, network crisis linked to terrorism, which again we know isn't true. It's making the news just how many people are in comas due to the games. It's widely believed the online game that caused this is The World, but there is yet no proof. More on the bike deliveries, but that's not quite as important. We've got a great deal of email here. Now, these are actually mostly the chain emails from everyone, which they won't send you the chain emails until after the Talvos fight. At the bottom, though, check out the board on our way back in. Aura. Kite. I wanted you to stop Morgana, but because of it, Orca, I am sorry. Do not fight with Kubia. Kubia is yours and the bracelets, and I can't make out that last word. To defeat Kubia is to destroy the bracelet. Do not fight with Kubia yet. And we have a message from Tartarga as well. he ran into a wandering AI ages past named Harold. Harold was the one who programmed the world itself. If we can talk to Harold, maybe we'll actually learn something about the world. That's our next goal. That's our final goal, is to head to Delta Reincarnated Purgatorial Altar to see Harold himself. Now Marlowe wants us to head to Omega Collapsed Traveler's Fort. Rachel has started up yet another get-rich-quick scheme, where we're to head to Sigma Nameless Pseudo Sea of Sand, where we're to save a stranded player. And I think after that, it's all just chain emails, yes. Now, off the top of my head, I don't remember the answers to any of these. I'll be covering them later on. Now, Black Rose told us to check the message board, so let's see what's new there. Rachel's Rescue Service. We're an employee. Good for us. And is that it other than the... To the one who plays the flute. Believe it or not, this is addressed to us. I think it may have something to do with the epitaph of Twilight, but don't quote me on that. Location of seeds. Jin. He was one of the AIs we met earlier back in town. If you're looking for the seeds to open the gate, go to Omega Splendid Emerald Nobleman. Skonk, another of the AIs, saw a data bug at that location. Colwich is telling us to pig run to Omega Muted Starving Dry Seal, or Dry Sea. And finally Doran, that had a dream about being attacked by a data bug. Those are 4 keywords, which are rather important. Our next goal is to head to Delta Server. Because here, on Delta Server, where the entire game began, is the keyword that takes us to Reincarnated Purgatorial Altar, where Harold himself is waiting. That is our next goal. However, it's the most protected area yet. We need a W, 2 Z's, a Y, and an X. We got 1 Z from Talvos, but that's all we have. And you can't get any of these data drains from regular enemies. This is the gateway. And the 4 seeds, the 4 keys given to us by the residents of Netslum are our entrance passage to this Delta area. Our entrance to the gateway to Harold. Now we have a good number of keywords to go to. Speaking with Harold is where we go to next, but we've got a lot to take care of in the meantime. So until next time, everyone, we've got some errands to run.